Hey there, it's Joy. So I've been trying to think about this verse in the Bible. It's in the book of Peter. I don't really know if it's first or second Peter, but he's telling women that they're supposed to wear head coverings. It doesn't say hijab, it says head covering. And I'm thinking about why that is. And my theory is that they lived in the hot sun. A lot of the Bible is based on where they lived. And the culture it was back then, it's way different than it is now. Like, nowadays we have air conditioning. We have roofs over almost everyone's head. Almost. I mean, I'm not saying everybody has a place to live, which that's not true at all. But like if you're outside, your hair gets destroyed if it's exposed to the elements. So like back then, it was kind of a way to preserve your hair. It was a way to keep the hot sun off of it, which might destroy the hair follicle, I'm not sure. But the hot sun would shine down on your head, and it would like make you sweat, and that's not a good look, especially not for women. So I think the real issue is that he was saying like women are beautiful and that beauty should be preserved, instead of like saying, oh, you have to dress this way because it's just a way of controlling you guys. I don't think he was trying to say that. I think he was just saying you are worth preserving your beauty. I think that's just what it was saying. So I wouldn't. So the thing about guys not wearing head coverings, I'm not really sure why, except for the fact that guys bald anyway, because they drink a lot. Like, guys just, in my experience, have a problem with drinking, and it causes them to bald, I'm pretty sure. So, the thing about drinking in the Bible is that in Psalm 31, Lemuel's mother, King Lemuel's mother, was talking to him about kings not drinking wine because it, I'm not sure exactly what it says, but it's like it perverts justice to, for the king to be drinking like that. It is for people who are sad. It said, let them drink and remember their misery no more. And that's very true. But in a way, when you drink, it hides who you are. So that would hide your beauty. And like right after that, it's talking about Psalm 31, like, who can find a virtuous wife because her worth is far above rubies, I think it said. Far above jewels, precious stones. But it goes into more of like her character. It really emphasizes character over look, it doesn't really, like, okay, the one thing it says about dressing is that it says her children are clothed in scarlet. And that's very poetic. It doesn't necessarily apply to her either. It's about her children. And that's a lot to think about. So, nobody should be getting shot for not covering their head up, especially if they're inside. Nobody should be accusing anyone of the way they're dressing, whether it's modest or immodest, because it's not about how you dress. David danced naked in the street, and his wife looked down on him and was embarrassed by him. So it's not about how you dress at all. She got a punishment because she looked on him and was like contemptuous towards him. She just shouldn't have done that, because he was doing that because God told him to. It's like really complicated, but he had also won a battle. He was probably hot and sweaty, but he was happy, so he was dancing. And he probably, I don't know the story about why he didn't have clothes on, but they just said he danced naked in the street on his way back from a battle. And there was nothing wrong with that. The Bible said there's nothing wrong with that. But, it does talk about dressing modestly. But Jesus himself, he was talking about it. He was saying, don't worry about what you're going to wear or what you're going to eat or anything that you need, because your Heavenly Father, your Father in heaven, knows what you need, and he will give you anything that you ask for, and he will provide for your needs. So if your needs are met, it doesn't matter if it's modest or immodest. And if your life is corrupt, it's going to show. If your life is happy and not corrupt and beautiful, it's going to show in what you look like, I think. Anyway, those are my thoughts. And this whole dressing thing is so silly. We gotta stop doing that. Anyway, take care.